Hi, it's Sarah and you're watching Disney Channel. That was like too many. That was too many. What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing some glam that I'm very excited about. Pretty much just like your average pulled out smoky eye, but we did a little bit of a pop of color on the inner corner, as you can see. And these are obviously a bunch of new products that I haven't tried, so I would say about like half of them are products that I already know and love, and the other half of the products are products that I had never tried before and was trying for the first time in this video, and I ended up liking pretty much most of them a lot. And they're all drugstore products, so very affordable. So if you want to see the new products that I use to create this look, then just keep on watching. I'm testing out new makeup today. I'm pretty excited because most of this stuff is pretty affordable, so you'll probably be able to find it at like your local Ulta too, or drugstore or whatever. It's very hot today and I'm doing full glam, so please pray for me. The first product I'm going in with is the Micro Brow Pencil from NYX. Pretty excited to try this one because it has a super slim applicator. So I'm just gonna brush my brows out and then, okay, I'm gonna brush my hair too, I guess. I'm going to just do mini brow-like strokes. I'm not sure I like that color. By the way, some of these products are gonna be new, some of them are gonna be old, but the new ones, I'll let you know which ones are new, and those are the ones that I'm trying out for the first time today. I just picked these up. So I'm just doing really small brow hair strokes. That looks kind of bomb, don't you think? I want to do like more pressure because I want to see how it looks for like a dark stroke, but I'm kind of scared what'll happen. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's try it. Oh wow, that was not good. Again, just using little strokes. I love how small this is, I will say that. Actually, the color's really good too. So the color's good, and I love how small the little, what do you call this? The little pencil itself is. So off of like first impressions, I really like it. I really like how it applies. I think it stays down pretty well too, which is like, I really love the Brow Wiz pencil from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I feel like that kind of moves around a lot, especially when it's hot out and you start brushing it, it kind of like fades away, which this does a little bit too, but I feel like it's staying put better. This is what happens. I tend to get lazy on the other eyebrow and it just looks like shit, and the first one looks kind of good. Like that one looks good, but then this one looks like, what were you doing differently? So I'm just gonna take a little bit of concealer. I'm using P. Louise eye base and just clean that up. But moving on, I'm gonna move on to eyes because I don't know how this palette is gonna apply. This is the 350 palette, Fierce by Nature by Morphe, and I haven't tried this before. I'm very excited to try it. I think the colors, let me just show you. Like, how can you not like those colors, you know? So I'm excited to try it, but obviously I've tried Morphe shadows before, but I haven't tried like these specific ones, so I'm a little bit nervous that I'm gonna get some fallout. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the eyes now before I do the rest of the face. I'm just applying the P. Louise base. So first things first, I'm gonna go in with a transition shade. I'm gonna use this, I think it's V16 BH Cosmetics brush. It's just like a small kind of tapered fluffy brush. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here, the second from the right, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of that, tap off any excess, and start building that up in my crease. Just kind of place it there a little bit, kind of like buffing as I go. Tap it off and just kind of buff it in a little bit. So now that the color is pretty much down, I'm gonna just slowly start blending it. And I'm just blending where I put the color first, and then once I feel like there's less product on my brush, okay, once I feel like there's less product on my brush, I will take it out a little bit. And once you've blended out both eyes in like a circular kind of shape, anything that you have left on your brush is what you're going to be using. So just super lightly create that kind of triangle shape. I'm just dragging it out, but I'm being super light-handed with this. So once you've blended the transition shade, you're gonna take like a little bullet brush type of thing, or really like, there's a lot of different brushes you could use to do this. You could use a flat brush, that sort of thing. but like a fluffier one because you want to blend it out. So I'm going to be taking this color right here. It's like a dark chocolatey color. I'm going to dip into that, tap off any excess. That is important because I don't know what the fallout situation is going to look like on this. So we are going to put this towards the lash line, kind of towards the outer portion of the eye. That is pigmented. Okay. And we're just going to keep putting that down kind of lightly. I'm going to bring the brown in a little bit further just because like I want it to be more smoky. I'm going to go back in with the BH Cosmetics brush. Circular motions, like always. I say this in like every makeup video I do, but you're just going to want to blend this so much. Just so much till your hand falls off basically. That's how you get a really good eye look, is you just blend until you think you're gonna go insane and then you blend more. So when you get that all nice and blended, I'm just taking like a little flat brush and I'm dipping into that kind of bone color. Ooh, that was almost tragic. Okay. I'm dipping into that like bone color. Do you see this? This is like, that looks like bone, right? But then when I put it on my lid, it's like orangey. I might just try to cover it with that like color that the first transition color that we went in with. That one right there. I'm just gonna like take a little bit of that, not too much. I'm tapping off like excess and really lightly just kind of go over that. Besides that, these colors are really pretty. I had no fallout, which is awesome. They blend like a dream, which we've kind of, you know, grown to expect from Morphe anyway, but they blend super nicely. No issues there. It's just that that color did not look at all like the same when I put it down. And now for the fun part, I'm going to take a little, just like, this is like an angled brush, but it's super fluffy, just any kind of like small fluffy brush. And I'm taking that super shiny green at the top. And I'm just tapping off a little bit here. And I'm gonna put that in my inner corner just for like a pop of color. That's so cute. And just so that, you know, this is just so that we get a little bit of color in there. Just kind of putting it in like circular-ish motions. I don't want it to be on the full inner third, but I want it to be, you know, visible, obviously. I'm gonna take that blending brush that we used earlier with the brown and just ever so slightly make sure that that's blending together. Cute, right? I love that. I love that little inner corner. That's fun. And then just to finish off like the top half of the eyes, I'm gonna apply my Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. This is not new, but it is great. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that. I'm not doing lashes today, I think. I don't think this look calls for it. Like, don't get me wrong, you definitely could put on a pair of lashes with this and it would look bomb, but I don't think I need it. And also it's very hot, like I mentioned before, so I just can't be bothered with lashes. I cannot today. Just can't. It's almost 90 in Boston today. So for the top half of the eyes, we're done. I'm just gonna like do the rest of my face, and then we're gonna put a little bit of that transition brown under the eyes just to tie in the whole look together. But for now, I'm going in with face products. So I have some new face products I'm very excited to try. First off, I'm just gonna prime my face with the Milk Hydro Grip. This is not new again, but again, just really good. Right, so we're going in, oh, by the way, I don't know if anybody cares at all, but I cut my hair and I kind of hate it, so that's why it's pulled back. I'm just like, I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, I'm trying out a new foundation today. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation, and I got the shade F1, I believe. It doesn't really say. Oh yeah, F1, okay. That's pretty good. So I don't think I'm gonna have to add any other foundation to it, but if it turns out to be like super dark or super light, I might add a little bit of something else. Just like a tiny bit to make it obviously match my skin tone. But I think that looks pretty good actually. I usually have a really hard time finding foundations that match me. Look at how big this applicator is, you guys. I have to say, like, I'm trying to like not talk about it, but this is the biggest applicator I've ever seen for a foundation. And I first kind of want to stipple that in with a like flat stippling brush just to kind of see how it applies. I was watching Jordan Liscon, I think that's how you say her last name. I was watching one of her videos and she tried this out, or she was using it, and she really liked it, so I thought for $12, like, definitely gonna give it a try. That's so funny because I was reading the reviews of this and people were like, I have never found a foundation that matched me so much, and they were like a totally different shade than me, but I kind of agree, like this is, I have a little bit of self-tanner on right now, but this is a super good match. It might look a little pale on camera, but with a little bit of bronzer, this looks like a really good match. Like that blends into my neck nice. And it's like pretty full coverage, I'd say, but also it's not like the fullest coverage I've ever seen in my whole life, but I would definitely consider it full coverage. And obviously because it's $12, like you can just do another layer of this because you don't feel bad about it because it's not like some other expensive foundations. Like I said, it's not a totally matte finish, but it's definitely not dewy, but like in the camera you can see it's just like a nice, I'm like moving my head all these different ways. It's just like a nice kind of natural finish, which is my favorite type of foundation. So I'm going to go in with my beauty blender, just putting a little bit more on my cheeks because my cheeks get super red. I want a little more coverage there. I'm taking my beauty blender and just kind of blending everything out. And now I'm just taking a little bit of my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is not new, but I do like it. I mean, it's kind of new on the market. It's not new to me, but I'm just gonna put that under my eyes, and I'm also using it to clean up that line that we did with the eyeshadow. I think that looks pretty good. Like for a total, this is $12, this foundation, and this concealer I believe is $6. So for $18 to have like a finish like this, pretty good, I think. Anyway, I think that looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna move on to the next new product, which is the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer, and I got this in the shade Toast. Yeah. I'm gonna use this to contour my face a little bit, and this applicator is weird. It's like a brush. I don't typically use applicators like this, so I don't really know what to do here. I'm probably gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand, I think. I don't think I'm gonna apply it straight to my face because I don't know. I've heard it's very pigmented. I'm just gonna take a small, more like an eyeshadow blending brush, but I like to kind of blend my cream contours that way. So I'm just taking a little bit on the back of my hand and just kind of, I'm just feeling it out right now because I don't want to have a disaster on my face. It seems like it dries down pretty quickly, just from what I'm seeing right here. So I'm taking a small amount because it's pretty dark for my complexion as well. And I'm just gonna slowly start building it up under my cheeks. See, it dries a little bit fast, which I'm not a fan of that. That looks pretty nice. Don't you think? I'm really glad that a lot of these products are turning out to be successes. Do you guys have baby hairs here that always get in the way of your makeup? Because I feel like I'm always trying to blend here and then a little baby hair gets caught in there and it just annoys the crap out of me. Now I think it's time for powder. So this is not a new product to me, but this is, actually it is. I've used it like 3 times, so it's not like brand new to me, but this is the Beauty Bakery Flour setting powder, and I have the shade Oat Translucent. And this is just a really great setting powder. I really like it. Super fine. So first, actually, I'm gonna go in with a small brush. This is just like a small powder brush, and I'm gonna put this in all the areas that are kind of harder to reach. So under my eye, around my nose, around the corners of my mouth, that sort of thing. So I'm basically just putting this in my T-zone with the small brush, and then I'm going to take the larger brush and dip into that and just set anywhere else. I'm really liking how this is turning out. Okay, so next product is the Milani Baked Bronzer. I've tried the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I've talked about it on my channel before, but it is absolutely stunning. So I'm really excited to try this one. This was another product that I saw Jordan Lipscomb talking about on her channel. So I'm taking just like a small angled fluffy brush. I'm tapping off any excess. I'm actually gonna put this on the back of my hand for a second because I don't know how dark it's gonna be or like what it'll look like on my face. So yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I'm gonna take a little bit and just start building it up over here. And it's supposed to give like a really pretty luminous finish because it has like these gold reflex throughout it. And it just kind of screamed like a summery bronzer to me. Ooh, it does give like a luminous finish. On this side you can see it's kind of like those gold reflex are really coming through. I like how the foundation is applying. I like how the LA Girl Pro Conceal is applying over the foundation, and then like this bronzer on top is just chef's kiss. It's really all working pretty well together. Just to make sure it looks like snatched, I'm gonna take a little bit of the translucent powder that I was using earlier by Beauty Bay. Not Beauty Bay, oh my god, Beauty Bakery. And I'm gonna dump a little bit out and put a little bit on my beauty blender and just bake underneath that ever so slightly. Something like that. Again, just taking that Milani bronzer on a smaller brush, smaller fluffy brush, taking that down the sides of my nose and like up into the brow too, so that it doesn't just like stop right here. You need to kind of have it blend in. Just taking that translucent powder again and just taking like the very tip of the beauty blender and just making like a super thin line down my nose to kind of highlight that area. Now I'm just taking a big fluffy brush and making sure that bake comes right off. I'm going to go in with the Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is not new, but I'm going to mix the shades Summer and Moonstone, these two shades here, with my big highlighting fluffy brush. But first you know what, I'm gonna put this on first. And then I'll do setting spray because I don't want my highlight to be like crazy today. Just a little bit of glow. I feel like because the Milani Baked Bronzer has some like gold reflex and shimmer throughout it, it goes really nicely with like a highlighter. Like it just melts right in and they look like. So now I'm taking that blending brush that we blended out the transition shade with, and I'm just dragging it under the eyes like, I don't know, halfway, just to kind of tie in the whole look. I don't want like a super dark eye today. Just to make sure that everything looks super blended and like monochrome, you know? So the next product I'm using, I've used before, but only one time, so who cares? I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I did like it the one time I used it, but I'm just going to spray this all over my face. I'm just waving it in like I always do. And it just kind of melts the products together really nicely, as you can see. And obviously keeps the product on your face because that's the point. I'm doing one more coat of mascara because I just feel like my lashes could use it today. And last but not least, we have lips today. So I have two new products to try. And the first one is seriously so cheap. It's the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner. And this is in the shade Flesh. But it's a full lip liner and it's like $3 at Ulta. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with that, how I usually would. I'm just gonna overline them a little bit, like near the Cupid's bow, and then just bring them all the way back to where my natural lip line is when I get like down here. I had to pick out the color online, which was nerve-wracking. It was $3, so it wasn't a big deal, but I didn't know what to expect because the color can sometimes be really different from what you see online. But this is a really nice like nude tone, and I'm just gonna fill in most of the rest of my lips, just so that I have like a good base for the lipstick to go on. Honestly, I like that color by itself. Like I feel like I don't even need the lipstick, but this is a new product trying video, so you definitely want to try the new lipstick I bought. So this is the NYX, what is it called? So this is the NYX Shout Loud Satin Lipstick in A La Mode, and it's just like a really pretty nude color. So I really hope this goes well, because this looks a little more pink than the lip liner, but we'll just see. Just gonna jump right in. I think that looks really nice. These are like actually really similar in color. They're kind of like a match made in heaven, honestly. This lipstick is like slightly lighter, which is exactly what you want. So I think these pair really nicely together. This might be my new favorite lip combo. Anyway, so that is the full look. Just kind of like, you know, a smoky, pulled out look with a pop of color on the inner corner. Nothing too crazy, nude lip, like nothing new under the sun, but just kind of cute. And that is the finished look for this video. So if you guys liked the video, please give it a like and subscribe. It would help me out. If you like makeup like this or just makeup in general, you can check out my Instagram. I'll have it linked in the description. Shameless self-plug. So that's it for this video, and if you guys have suggestions for videos that you would like to see me film, please let me know, because I will definitely do it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.